Danzig, I'm the One. Alright, super bluesy Danzig song here off his second album. And it's just this really cool blues riff that kind of carries out through the bulk of the song. So I'll show you the few different styles of it and the different changes that happen throughout the song. I'll play through all those real quick, and then I'll come around and give you all the walkthrough and details for each part. Alright, so before we get started, do me a favor, hit that subscription. You'd be helping out my channel a whole lot. I'd appreciate it. Alright, so let's get to it here. Okay, so the initial pattern here that starts, we're going to do this riff here that you're going to see quite a bit in the song. Basically, we're going to slide up here on the G and B. We're going to slide up to 4G, 3B. Okay. Then we're going to come off that with some open B and G. Hit seconds on the B and G. Back to the opens. Then we come up here, hit a 3 on the E string. Maybe give it a little bend if you want. Come off, hit those open B and Gs again. Alright, and this is all just kind of like this strum style. So you kind of just want to juggle that, so it's like okay, and the first time through we're going to end on that open E here. Okay, power chord. Alright. So it's almost like we're hitting the open B and G on the upstrokes, you know, and then hitting the top string here on the downstrokes. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. When we get through that, initially, we're just going to go between the couple open power chords here on the E, hit the couple 3s on the E, and just repeat that a couple times. And then just end on the open E. Okay, so that whole first section should sound something like this. We'll do it slowly here. And then, simple enough, after that, we're just going to basically switch from E to A, but we keep that first section the same. Okay, we still do our slide, open G and B, seconds, open. And at this point, instead of going to those open E's with the 3s, now we just shift that down a set, and we do open A, power chord, and then 3 on the A. So everything stayed the same, we just switch up to A now for that second part. Alright, so we go through that. And then we just go back to that first part, okay, part 1. Okay, we just do it once there, okay, instead of doing it twice like we did in the first time. Okay, and after we go through that first part one more time, we'll do our slide opens as usual. All right, and at this part, we're going to need to switch up to a B, okay, because we went E, A, and now we go to B because it's, you know, blues style. All right, but the way we're going to do this B is that we do the B7 chord, okay, 2A, 4D, 2G, 4B. Okay, but we want to do this way where we're going to slide, we start a fret lower. Okay, so we're technically at a B flat 7 there. But what we're going to do is hit it, slide up to the B7, and then hit that B7 again. So it's like, alright, and you want to do that 4 times and pick up the tempo on it. So it's something like this. And then we just finish on an A. And then we just cut and rest right there for a moment. And then cap it all off with that initial part 1. Okay. Alright, and then it would just start over. Alright, so now let's just try this whole first section all up to tempo now, okay? And once the verses start, essentially everything stays the exact same, except instead of at the end of the usual parts, second parts of each key here, instead of doing like, okay, instead of doing that, we just hit that first open E or open A, and then we just rest. Okay, so it sounds something like this. Okay, so everything stayed the same there. We kept that B7 just like it was, but we just don't do the, we don't carry on with it. We just rest there, okay? All right, and once the choruses start, we just kind of shift things a little bit, where we left out those in the verses. Now, basically, that's all we're going to do is that section, okay? We leave out the slide parts. Okay, we don't do that in the chorus. So, easy enough for the choruses. We'll just start with the E, okay, just open E power chord to the 3, and then just back and forth. Okay, go through that a couple times, and then we just jump to our A. Alright, and then back to the E. Alright, and then we just do our B7. We always do this B7 the same way, sliding up to it from a fret lower. And then end on the A. Okay, so just another twist here. Okay, we're just doing those specific sections in the chorus. So it'd sound like this if you get up to tempo with it. All right, and at the very end, we get this, classic blues ending here. And it's kind of similar to what we were doing with the B7, but we're doing it with this initial slide up part, okay, where we were sliding up to the 4G and 3B. So we want to slide up to that and then hit it 2 more times. Okay, and basically you want to do that whole thing 4 times quickly. So it'd be something like, okay, like that. And then we just come off to our 2s, opens. All right, so it'd be something like this. All right, and then we just finish with this classic blues ending. Okay, it would be 8 on the A, 7 D, 8 on the G, and you can hit the open B under that. So we get F9 there, and then just down a fret so that we get the E9. Okay, so 7 A, 6 D, 7 G, open B. Okay, classic blues style there. Okay, so just up to tempo, it'd be something like this. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.